I was a call handler with NHS 24. I was a call handler for 12 years. Then there seemed to be a bit of a buzz about the place, and I thought, what's going on in there? And I heard it was a mental health hub that was starting up. And it was a senior that had said to me, I think you should go for that. I went for it, and it was probably one of the best moves I've ever made. I love it.
So the PWP role entails being able to handle each and every different type of mental health aspect. You know, there's a lot of different calls that you will receive. They vary from call to call. No call is going to be the same, and you need to be prepared for that because it is very challenging.
I've got a long history in psychiatry. The last 13 years I've spent in addictions in the East End of Glasgow. Loved my job, but just wanted to do something a little bit different and expand on what I'd already done and the chance to learn a bit different, because every day's a school day here. Every day's a school day.
The most challenging part is the calls that we sometimes get. As a PWP, we initially engage with the patient to assess the risk at that time, so it can be quite demanding for the patient's safety, their location, things like that. So it is quite challenging at times.
You definitely need empathy. You need active listening. You need to hear what they're not saying as well as what they are saying. You need to be empathetic, but you also need to be a wee bit tough as well. There's a lot of them that will keep going, and you just need to kind of rein it back a wee bit and bring them back in the room and just listen to what they're saying.
You know, resilience probably comes to mind. You know, it can be a difficult job at times. However, you know, what I would say is it's a really supportive environment. There's nurses, PWPs bring a vast amount of knowledge and experience, and it's about sharing that knowledge and experience to build on that resilience, I suppose.
During the shift, we can obviously support them with advice, taking over the calls, helping them with that. After the shift, we actually do a debrief here. The really important part of the debrief is it increases the resilience of both PWPs and nurses. It lets us talk through what had happened, work through what we did well, what could have been improved on. And at the end of the day, it makes you leave your work not taking anything away with you. We always try and finish a debrief with a laugh, just so the last thing you remember before you leave your work is humour, fun. You leave in a really good spirit and you don't take anything with you when you leave.
It's like a family, everyone's there, you know, you've got your debrief at the end of every shift. You never have to take home anything at all that's troubling you. Everyone's so approachable. If I've got an issue with a call, I can, you know, speak to a senior or speak to any of the nurses that are on duty.
Part of being a psychological wellbeing practitioner, it does entail shift work, but the good thing about the shifts here are they're 8 weeks in advance, and it's a rotational 8-week shift pattern, so you've got plenty of time to schedule in plans, holidays, things like that as well. It's all about working in a team, and I genuinely have never worked in a place that the team morale is so high. I come in my shift looking forward to working with the people that I've met so far.
If you want to have opportunity to develop yourself and be involved in developing mental health services, if you're interested in gaining more autonomy and career progression, it's definitely something that's worth thinking about. A lot of our PWP colleagues have went on to do their doctorates, have went on to do the CAP course because they come from that psychology background. So there is room to grow, develop both within us and to take forward into future roles.
If you really want a challenging post and to better yourself, then yeah, I would definitely apply for an NHS post as a PWP NHS 24, definitely.
I've worked in the NHS for 28 years, and by far this is the best post. So yeah, I would highly recommend you come here to work.
So call handlers are really good at their job. They're trained in active listening as well. So I would say anybody that wants to go for it, apply. What have you got to lose? Nothing. Do it.
What I would say to anyone thinking about applying is just to go for it. As long as you are resilient and you are able to take on the challenges and the demand of the job, you will reap the benefits of having such a rewarding and really care-centred job.